That's next week on Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the Binge Pipe Streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with Binge Pipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There was literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process, you just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of Binge Pipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
It's very weird.
Super weird.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
Binge Pipe Streamer program. If you're listening to this, it's already too late. Check out this great content streaming soon to Binge Pipe.
Detective Arlo here. What happened?
This couple was murdered in their home and dismembered in the backyard.
Have we identified them?
June and Dan Carter.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm June Carter.
Yeah, and I'm Dan. We're alive.
What miserable sicko could do something like this?
No one. No one did this. We're totally fine.
You can't make this vile stuff up.
You did. You made it up. We're both alive.
We'll let the court of public opinion decide that, lady. Tag 'em and bag 'em, boys.
Hi, I'm Austin Creed, and I've got a brand new show on Binge Pipe called Hat Chat. Each episode, I travel to a different exotic spot in this great big world of ours, meeting amazing people, and we just talk hats. Take a listen.
So this is St. Remic's Cathedral. It's more than 400 years old, making it the oldest still standing cathedral in the area.
Wow! And what kind of hat is that?
Oh, this? Oh, this is just my Milwaukee Brewers hat. I'm a big fan.
So, a baseball hat then?
Yep.
Amazing. That's Hat Chat, only on Binge Pipe.
You can play as an audience member and have an impact on the game. Like someone who objects at a wedding.
Okay, welcome back to Talkin' Mystery Mountain. I'm joined as always by my panel. Guys, wow, how about that episode? After facing some criticism that the show has lost its way and that the writers created too big of a puzzle to solve, they respond in a big way.
Just when you think this show is beyond repair, we're rewarded with that bombshell. I'm still in shock that Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel.
Yeah, that really tied up a lot of the loose ends in a totally organic way.
Looking at social media, the episode is getting a lot of positive feedback, but there are some detractors out there. Staceface17 says, "This is how they kill off Jennifer? Are you kidding me? #lame plot device." Before we jump into this comment, I believe we have the clip she's referring to. Roll it.
I know Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel, but that still doesn't explain how I ended up on this mountain. We've had zero contact, so I want to know, how did I get here?
I have to agree a little bit with her. I did think that lightning bolt scene was a little odd.
Especially since it happened deep inside a cave.
Okay, did they maybe kill off too many characters in a sudden lightning bolt? Sure, but I think we're losing the point here. I'm Blake.
And I'm Chad.
And we're the Internet Brothers.
Watch us pull some sick stunts.
I went to a grocery store, dressed like a dinosaur.
And figure out how to monetize our growing Instagram following.
What are the tax implications?
That's Blake and Chad. The Internet Brothers! We bought a dinosaur costume.
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world.
I'm a mom.
I'm a millennial. I'm really into movies where people eat takeout food. I don't even care what the movie's about. I just feel good when I watch those scenes.
We are Binge Pipe!
You want more Binge Pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
I've never told anyone that before. Not even my mom, because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
My name is Kendall.
Whoops-a-doodle.
Wait. Oh my god, this Chinese takeout place, this isn't a normal restaurant. Look at the roof. It used to be a Pizza Hut. It used to be a Pizza Hut! I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
Johnson, step into my office, now. You smell that? Step out and then back in. Right? Or is it just me?
All of our Binge Pipe testimonials come from real people, not actors. Actors are not real people.
Our family has been in the business of trees for what seems like forever. My father had it passed down from his father as many generations as there are, well, rings on this here tree. Now it's up to me, the first woman in our family, to take on the responsibility of overseeing the business and appeasing the bloodthirsty and vengeful tree gods with the unreasonable sacrifices they demand, and to promise to never talk about the bodies. All while raising a family in these here woods.
Deep in the American South, there was a town with a secret.
Excuse me, can we ask you about the body found in Walter Creek?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
A secret nobody wanted to talk about.
There is no body in the creek. There's never been a body in the creek.
That's when a film crew discovered.
Lies! It's all lies!
We were in the wrong town.
We don't even have a creek!
Coming this winter to Binge Pipe, true crime documentary bloopers.
When we went down into the basement, we found the shrine that he had made out of human boons. I mean bones. Whoops.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe!
There is no bottom to Binge Pipe's content pit. Here's something else to fall for.
This is a very interesting wine because if you look at the label, you can see the cause and date of your death.
And then you simply place the glazed donut in between the two chocolate frosted donuts because nothing says "F off, Rick" like my signature donut sandwich.
Jessica, I know I'm from the future, but I love you.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
Your phone or other device will function as your buzzer. Data informs us that this is fun.
What is Bitcoin? A modern system for an ever-changing world. An unprecedented level of sophistication. A road you follow, just to see where it goes. It's an indulgent gift you give yourself. and then return. It's a letter from an old friend. A knock on the door late at night. Who could survive all this rain? It's a song you hum to yourself while the bank teller fills the bag. It's a deer, sleek and innocent, and made of lightning. That letter from the old friend. This isn't their handwriting. It's hieroglyphics. The letter bursts into flame and you faint. You wake up in a rainy alley in London and hear a voice whisper, "The songbird is deadlier than the jackal in the right climate." You look behind you, but there's only an old woman embroidering. You run and barely make it on the last train out of the city. You arrive at a ship and sneak aboard. You sleep on coils of rope. The captain discovers you and says, "We're taking you to meet someone you wronged many years ago." But when the ship docks, you're left standing in front of your own door. This is Bitcoin. Also, the lightning deer is wearing sunglasses.
Hey kids, do you believe in a world of make-believe? Yeah! Then you too are susceptible to identity theft.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
Who wants to count my credit score? It won't take long.
While we wait for players to join, why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working?
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
You're not ready for all this new Binge Pipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
If you love NCIS Los Angeles, you'll love the 3-episode French series the show is based on.
La neige est sur le sol. La vie est triste. Oh, que de souvenirs.
Oh, que de souvenir. Only on Binge Pipe.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner.
Hey, I'm Nolan. Follow me as I travel the world with only a backpack, a plan, and a credit card that never runs out of money.
The Trust Fund Traveler. New episodes premiere during your work shift.
This game now comes in a variety of scents if you have certain forms of synesthesia.
Coming soon, The Minister, a period drama about the turn-of-the-century British Prime Minister David Lloyd George.
That's it. I must create the Parliament Act to circumvent the House of Lords' objection to my social insurance budget plans.
Don't worry, like all period dramas, we've added a lot of sex.
When you say circumvent, do you mean go in from behind?
Why, Margaret Dreyer Robbins, if you weren't the president of the Women's Trade Union League, I'd say you were flirting with me.
You know what they say. What happens at the Paris Peace Conference will create complicated precedent which will inadvertently lead to World War II.
Oh, God. Use me like protective legislation.
Imagine a world.
My God. The specimen.
It's growing out of control.
Where scientists go too far.
Should we go in?
No, seal the door.
But still know how to follow proper protocol.
Okay, the chemical shower killed it.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Lunch?
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt. Binge Pipe offers a new service where we explain to your mom what happened in the part of the show she was watching after she fell asleep.
So who is he?
Her son.
Oh, wait, what now?
What do you remember?
I remember a party. For the one guy?
That's her son.
Is he the handsome one?
Yes.
With the beard?
No. Wait. No.
I'm confused.
Binge Pipe. We're patient. Coming soon to Binge Pipe, this.
Ring, 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 ring. Hi, it's me, Evan Jacover. You might remember me from Evan Jacover, Best Friend for Hire. Well, as it turns out, there's not a lot of money in the friendship business, so that's why I've decided to rebrand myself. Today, I'm proud to introduce my new business venture, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Does your classroom need someone in the back of the room to scoff at the teacher while resting their legs on a desk and wearing sunglasses? Is your party missing a mysterious and stoic stranger smoking in the corner? I might cough up a storm, but I'm up for the task. Does your small town need a lovable renegade who vandalizes the sheriff's office with washable paint? I can do all these things because I'm one bad boy. I'll wear a leather jacket that's a little too big on me. I'll ride one of those motorcycles that has 2 wheels in the front. I'll pull out a switchblade. That's really a comb. I'll do all these things because I'm the baddest of boys. Are you a woman who doesn't yet realize how strong and independent you are, so you think you need to be with a troubled soul? Well then call me, Evan Jacover, Bad Boy for Hire. Whew. I hope I don't really have to smoke.
Ba-do-do, just cleaning out my fingernails. Ba-do.
Introducing America's Secret Singers.
Sandwich. I got a pastrami sandwich.
A singing competition show composed entirely of videos of people who didn't know their webcams were on.
Where's the stamps? Ba-dum-bum-bum. My bills are overdue.
The singer with the most online votes will receive $10,000, and they'll never know why.
My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. My arms are so hairy. But my legs are smooth.
Before we begin this trivia game, now would be a good time to practice the phrase, "Ah, man, I knew that."
Hey kids, do you like sharing? Yeah! Do you like oversharing at a work event, causing a cataclysmic rift between you and your peers that you can never erase?
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
Truffles and tea cakes, tickles and truffs, they are equivalent treats. If you asked me to choose, I'd say, oh, that's a muse, because they are precisely equal to me.
Sorry, what was the question?
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world. Have questions? Call our Binge Pipe customer support party line.
Hi, I'm locked out of my account.
Is that the same bald man who was in the other scene?
Hi, I fast-forwarded it too far. Can someone tell me how to rewind?
Anybody near Dallas, want to make out?
I'm sorry, is there a Binge Pipe representative in here? Representative.
You'll figure it out together.
But is it the same?
favorite bald guy.
Thank you.
Prepare your body for enjoyment with this upcoming binge pipe programming.
Ma'am, excuse me. I'm with the show What's in Your Purse, and I was wondering, what's in your purse?
You want to go through my purse? Okay, what is this, a prank show?
No, just like a man on the street thing. Are you sure you don't mind?
No, it's fine. I'm just a little embarrassed to say I don't know what all is in here. I haven't cleaned things out in a while, so we got a brush and some mints and napkins from a drive-through, and oh my god. Oh, it's, I don't know how. Wow.
Is that a dead bird?
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't have known this, but I used to be a magician's assistant like 15 years ago, and the last trick I assisted on was a bird trick.
And that's the bird?
One never reappeared. And the incredible Benjamin said, just wait. Wow, just wow.
Do you want us to get rid of that bird?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Welcome back to the next sound effects star. Up next is Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week. Now, here performing a piece she calls A Wolfman Farting in a Bathtub is Alice Berry.
Instead of using your real name, you can keep your anonymity by using a joke name. If you're not funny, just use your social security number.
Greetings, lovers of wildlife. It's me, Rory Cheshire Fenderbridge, professional narrator. When I released my acclaimed, visually stunning 10-DVD series, Animals of Earth, the response was unanimous. Too much death. Who can forget such moments as lions ripping a baby zebra to pieces, or killer whales chasing a seal for 10 hours only to have the seal drag itself up on an ice floe to be gutted by a bear. Overall, the series was hailed equal parts masterpiece of cinematography and downer. And that's why I'm proud to release my new 10-DVD series, Animals of Earth Happy Endings. With clever editing and visual effects, this time every animal walks away a winner. Let's take a look. Here we have a cheetah sneaking up on a tiny rabbit cooling itself by the local watering hole. The cheetah prepares to pounce, and then we cut away to this delightful waterfall with the caption, "The cheetah proceeded to walk the rabbit home." Here's one more. This baby puffin has wandered away from its mother and towards a pit full of boa constrictors. I should add the puffin is quite lost. As you can see, the boas have recognized the fluffy intruder. The puffin cries out for its mother, and a shower of colorful red balloons fills the entire screen, obscuring what we can only assume is an impromptu party. Whoops, there's a chunk of bloody beak. Back to the editing bay with that one. If you'd love a highly edited version of nature where nothing bad ever happens, try Animals of Earth Happy Endings today. Coming soon, natural disasters in reverse, or the hungry volcano that gobbled up all the lava. Cheers! Damn it, this tea's gone cold.
So we did some digging, and Kara, the guy you've been talking to online, isn't who he says he is.
Oh no, did I get catfished?
Well, in this case, it was more than one person doing it, so we call it getting groupered.
It was a whole group?
And they did it on purpose.
That one's not a fish.
Looks like someone went to school.
I'm done here.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
Ugh.
What's the matter, Mark?
I'm trying to find my blood type, but these medical forms are just so complicated.
Oh, Mark, you silly idiot. You don't have to understand forms anymore.
I don't?
No, just send all your information to BingePipe and they'll find the answers for you.
They can do that?
Sure. Thanks to BingePipe's customer vault, I can send them my medical history, credit card details, voting record, deepest fears, food allergies, romantic preferences, and lucky numbers, and they'll sort through it to find the data I need and keep the leftover details for themselves.
Wow, that sounds great. Looks like I won't need this paperwork. And with the extra time, we can get dinner. Do you like burritos?
I don't know. I'll have to ask BingePipe.
The following BingePipe programming is brought to you by Liquidirt. Liquidirt. Tastes like mud.
He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. You know, they might not be cops.
I know you're disappointed, Toby, but just because we found out Grandpa is evil doesn't mean the whole summer has to be ruined.
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women are commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah! Why can't I cry?
And the final rose goes to... Wait, does everyone already have a rose?
Sarah brought one from home.
Sarah with an H or Sarah with no H?
Sarah with 3 H's.
Can I get everyone's rose back, please?
The algorithm tells us consumers love upbeat music, so please enjoy thinking about your favorite song while waiting for other players.
Hello, listeners. If you love podcasts, you'll love our new show. We collect clips of everybody's favorite part of podcasting, apologizing for the quality of the podcast. Please enjoy every excuse, justification, and admission of laziness.
Welcome to the Great Ping Pong Debate. I want to apologize for the echo. We're not in our usual studio.
This is Real Bears or Niels Bohr, and you'll have to forgive me as I'm fighting a cold this week.
I'm not gonna lie to you, listeners. This is my least favorite Australian serial killer. But we said we'd create dating profiles for them all, so...
As you can tell, my neighbor's dog is very excited to list all the episodes of Pushing Daisies from most to least charming, and...
Join us, won't you? It'll be a good time, and we promise the clips won't sound so poorly spliced together once we get used to the software.
Hey, this is the Rittner family. We're unable to answer the phone right now, so leave your message after the beep and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Also, it's come to our attention that someone has been taking our outgoing voicemail messages and putting them online for other people to listen to. I don't really understand it, but apparently they've gotten quite a following. Who would want to listen to that? My neighbor told me there was a think piece about it in the New Yorker. Anyway, please don't do that. We're just a normal family that values our privacy. Thank you. Oh, also, our daughter Linda called off her engagement to Brad Corey. Apparently they had a big fight. If I get more details, I'll try to add them to our next outgoing voicemail message. Anyway, here's the beep.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Binge
Binge
Pipe.
Thank you,
Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe.
Thank you.
Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
Karen, you've been through so much.
Yes, I have.
Personal tragedy after personal tragedy, followed by a series of small instances that, when compiled, add up to more personal tragedy.
It's truly been awful.
That's why your family nominated you, Karen, for this unique opportunity. Are you ready?
I think so.
Karen, turn around, face the mirror, and take a look at your new hat.
After 50 days at sea.
I need food. I need water. But most of all, I need...
Can you literally stop talking about your needs for 1 second and ask me about my day?
Okay, how was your day?
I'm starving. I need food. I need water. But most of all...
Okay, can you literally stop talking about your needs for 1
Oh my
second?
God, come on.
I need starving.
I need water.
Food. I need
Shipwrecked.
Can you literally...
You do not have to use your real name. You may put in a joke name. For some of you, there is very little difference.
Streaming now on an all-new Lion Punch.
I am the Lion Punch.
A troubling revelation.
Master of the demon ways. Protector of the 5 shards of the Korgon.
We bought 3 seasons of this show.
I have to avenge my father, and that's what I'm going to do because I have to do it.
Binge Pipe regrettably informs you that we've brought back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. We think we're right.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson. And not a single doctor can tell me why I make that sound. Uh-oh, double trouble. Just don't switch places or anything. I'm easily confused. Okay, let's hit it.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, Doc Block. Say your sexy, sexy doctor can clearly see how thirsty you are. What's the most likely diagnosis? Horniness and diabetes, horniness and hypertension, horniness and Lyme disease, or horniness and scurvy? So what'd you pick? I am Groot. It was this one all along. Constant unquenchable thirst is one of the major symptoms of diabetes. Official diagnosis, diabetes AF.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Up next, the fault in our star charts. I'm a staunch believer in science, which is why I only get tarot card readings from physics professors. Which of these psychic predictions does not include one of the 4 fundamental forces of physics? Beware the gravity of new responsibilities. Challenges are going to heat up this year. You'll have weak interactions with loved ones, or you'll have strong... So who got it? Typical Capricorn. Electromagnetism is the 4th fundamental force of the universe, not heat. My magic 8-ball is saying the future is infinite. Oh wait, no, I'm just looking at the 8 sideways.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Oh, here's a good one. Gotta avoid them all and prepare for trouble because it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 alarming sounding descriptions, and for each, I want you to tell me if I'm talking about a Pokemon or a real animal you can find in Australia today. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a Pokemon or an Australian animal. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Let's go. A tiny dragon covered in thorns. A bird that channels electricity. A paralyzing octopus covered in... A gliding rodent with thumbs. A 6-foot-tall dog you can rock. A duck-billed creature with poisonous feet. A cat that mimics human speech. You barely rose above my expectations. But player 2, you failed the best.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Use the screw to make answering a question.
Fine, we'll skip it.
Consider yourselves nurtured, consumers.
How about this one? The boy who lived and rocked. It's gotta be tough when you've defeated the most powerful evil wizard of all time, but that was 10 years ago, and now you work for the magical equivalent of the DMV. Anyway, imagine Harry Potter on a nostalgia kick makes a Horcrux shout-out Spotify playlist. Which song would Harry not include? Single Ladies Put a Ring on It by Beyonce, Cuts Like a Knife by Bryan Adams, Cold Hearted Snake by Paula Brace yourself. You just got screwed, player 1. No, don't worry, Gray is very distinguished. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, way to be wrong. In the Harry Potter books, Voldemort shattered his soul into pieces, hiding them away in everyday objects. They were called Horcruxes, and no part of Voldemort's soul wound up in a knife. Because even Voldemort knew the greatest magic of all is a power ballad sung by a Canadian with a mullet. Let's try you up on your geography. Which of these would be an example of sliding into someone's DMZ? Hey, Nicaragua, checking out your border with Honduras. Hi, Ireland, visiting your border with Northern Ireland. And how'd we do? Whoa, whoa! For what it's worth, the border between North and South Korea is a well-known DMZ, or demilitarized zone. But every once in a while it can get some military action, usually when Kim Jong-un is feeling lonely and had a couple of glasses of wine. Round 1 is officially behind us. Here's who you have to destroy.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
And now, single serving of science. Finally cashed in that 20-year-old Bed Bath & Beyond coupon and got myself a sweet new coffee maker. But it only takes K-cups. If K is referring to the unit of measurement Kelvin, what's in 1 K-cup? Frozen coffee, highly pressurized coffee, microscopic coffee, or coffee from the future? Let's see who got it. Any last words? Too late. Sorry, no takebacks. Now pay attention. Kelvin is a thermodynamic temperature measurement, and 1 Kelvin is just 1 above absolute zero, which is absolutely undrinkable.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that lifts Cookie up or a question that hurts Cookie's feelings? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the consequences of your choices. I have no opinion about your selection.
La vie est un canard. 7.
Here's one for you. A question that hurts my feelings. If I, Cookie Masterson, were a sea lamprey, Cookie, you blow! Cookie, you look sharp. You knew that screw was coming, Player One. Who else is tired of these boring old names? What'd you guys pick? You will recover from this. What? No. No, I'll get it. Sea lampreys prey on fish by suctioning on them with their horrible toothy mouths and sucking the blood out. I would rather everyone in the world tell me I suck than be a sea lamprey who actually sucked. Oh, now I'm gonna have a nightmare about those things. Who wrote this? Expert screwing, Player 2. Spend this wisely.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Next, the most dangerous trivia game. The alien predator is an apex predator, but what is the apex of that predator? Its bone necklace, its wrist blades, its scary mask, or... Okay, who chose what? Apex means the uppermost part of something, and the predator's mask goes over the top of his head. Monsters from the 80s just won't die. Only last week, my neighbor was mauled by a Care Bear. It's time for Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
John Lennon's alter ego in Yellow Submarine. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Hope you like what you picked. Sucks to be you. Speaking of correct answers, in the 1968 animated film Yellow Submarine, John Lennon is introduced as Frankenstein's monster. Next up, the plot thickens when exposed to certain temperatures. Ugh, bodies of flowing liquids are just so mainstreams. I wish they would let more non-Newtonian fluids play a titular part in movies, like in my favorite film, The Shape of Water, Lorenzo's Oil, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Let's see how that shook out. Could be worse, in theory. Honey is the only fluid on this list that doesn't have a constant viscosity, making it the only non-Newtonian. Maybe honey doesn't have constant viscosity, but it has constant deliciosity. Science. Welcome to the attack. Oh, was I talking? Silly me. Here's your clue. It's a numbers game. I hope you know your number titles. Good luck. Player one's got it! Wow, player one. Well, way to turn a negative into a positive. I hope you can look yourself in the mirror after this. Both of you are terrible. I'm just glad the suffering is over, because honestly... You don't know Jack!
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
Everybody down! Get down on the floor now! This is my first time teaching a yoga class! I said get down!
Mark, I've never loved someone as much as you. The control group wasn't even close.
If you don't love me, I'm going to war.
Okay, see you when you get back. Bye.
I'm Cookie, and this is Fibbage, a game where the truth is an amorphous nothing that escapes like grains of sand through our fingers. Well, they do say three's a crowd, so I guess the collective noun for you two can be a minimum viable Fibbage game. Oh, and anyone else can join the audience. Audience members earn points of their own by spotting the truth and tricking the players. Let's play. This is round 1, where you get 500 points for fooling the other player with your lie. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Select a category. Or I'll just do it. Here's your first question. Fun fact, as of 2020, Patrick Leahy of Vermont, President pro tempore of the Senate, and the third in line for U.S. presidential succession, has also appeared in 5 blank movies. Now, use your device to enter a lie you think will fool the other player. If you're stuck, that Lie For Me button will help you out, but you'll only earn half the points. What are you waiting for? Go! Okay, those are the choices. Guess the truth on your device now.